Hi, good morning. Today I'm sitting and showing my face. Uh, I have to get my cysteine treatment done. So I'll go to Amanda for that because Amanda does the cysteine treatment. उससे क्या होता है बाल बैठ जाते हैं ऐसे नहीं होता है. So what I was saying, I just read the news that Charlie Kirk, okay, I didn't know much about him. It's just that I was scrolling the news of ANI and I read that he had been shot. He was a Trump supporter. I don't know the background. All I know, he was a political activist. So in US you have democracy. People have the right to express themselves, they have the right to give their opinions, they have the right to defend themselves by possessing a gun if they are an adult. But what decides that an adult who is buying a gun as an adult is actually stable enough to use that gun? They talk a lot about mental health, they talk a lot about psychologists. So should the psychologist opinion be put on the paper of those who are buying guns as adults? Because there is so much of gun killing in US. They have a very fast legal system. The legal system is not dependent on a judge. It is dependent on the citizens who come in as jury. The legal system is much more, moral conscious. Then why doesn't a psychologist opinion be put on that paper which is used to buy a gun? Whether this individual who's posing themselves as an adult because of their age is actually mentally competent enough to possess a gun or not. Why isn't a psychologist involved in that purchase? Because in India, if somebody murders a political activist like Gandhiji's murderer was called a terrorist. But now Charlie Kirk's murderer, will he be called a terrorist? Will John F. Kennedy's murderer be ever called a terrorist? Because the word terrorist is used when there is an attack on innocent people, but what happens when there is an attack on political activists who are selling whatever narrative they want to sell? You don't like their narrative, you think they are liars, fine, but you just can't go and shoot them. Like in our democratic country, there are so many politicians who blatantly lie. During Sushant Singh Rajput's death, there were these politicians who were blatantly lying, like Nitesh Rana, blatantly lying because they were doing their internal politics with the Uddhav Thackeray, government. Now, Nitesh Rane was from BJP and Uddhav Thackeray was a different party. But he must have got orders from top or he must have got a script. That's their internal game. Okay, but they were blatantly lying. You understand? About the system that they are all a part of. They were just trying to put the blame on Uddhav Thackeray's son. That's what I feel. I don't know the reality, but technically the system is so fucked up. Like today, if I say that I'm sitting in the house since 3 years, it is because of Salman Khan, it is because of XYZ, then I'm mad. No, excuse me, they are trying to figure out their rosy roti by doing shows on television. You're getting it? Shah Rukh Khan is trying to figure out his next film, his son's film. So they are having their own issues. They are not bothered about me. You understand? But if I'm stupid, I will think that they are bothered about me. Why should they be bothered about me? They are not my friends. You understand? So the thing is that the system is like this way. The world is like this way. The world doesn't care whether you live or die. The world doesn't care whether you're working or not working. You have to figure out your own inroads as to how you want to work, how you want to live. So the system is fucked up. But politicians, if somebody will die, will use that death to promote an agenda, to push for votes. Yeah. So I'm just trying to tell you, in India also politicians sell narratives. Narratives can be true, narratives can be false. But thankfully, because of Mahatma Gandhiji's backdrop, we don't have gun culture. But I don't know what's happening. Things are changing in India also. Yeah, we are getting very influenced by Trump. Trump survived the gunshot. This guy did not. I don't know whether he was good, bad, no idea about it. Just read and was introspecting. But a psychologist should be there on the paper. That paper, which paper is used to buy guns by adults in US.